What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO and a recreation of the Zurich Airport. And in between episodes, I did a lot of work, actually. Built the other parking garage, that's parking garage 1, that lives in front of check-in 1. And then it took them a while to build that, as well as the subsequent floors up, and then dropped a bunch of parking spaces in there, as these are parking garages. The two parking garages are attached by this little bridge here, and I just noticed that got some random tile there. There we go. This does look like it connects through, but given the fact that there's a set of stairs here, I'm not going to connect them. Besides, it's just aesthetics. And then we've got another floor of them above. Again, parking garage, 3 on the left, 2 on the right, 1 on the far right. It's probably... it's a tad bigger than parking garage 2 and 3. But it is oddly shaped given the fact that we have to have the road here in order to have the runway here. So, yeah. We're getting close to wrapping things up. I'm thinking maybe 2 more episodes after this. Today I want to see if we can kind of knock out the front section, and we're going to start down here with parking. And so I think it's time to deal with parking. I wish we could make the tunnels one direction, because I believe it's still, even if you just drop the arrows in on both sides, I think it's still 1 up, 1 down. But yeah, not entirely thrilled with that. We're gonna do a little bit of sidewalk. Actually, where do those fit? Okay, so they are on the square. So we're going to do just a giant swath of sidewalk. 1, 2, or let's pause and just kind of throw this in here. Don't know if I like that. Let's do this way, so that we can have an additional little bit extra parking, because parking is not something... Well, I take that back. In the last series we did, the long-term parking was pretty busy, but yeah, the short-term parking wasn't. They will cross the parking lots providing that there is crosswalks, if I recall. So we'll throw a couple crosswalks down here. We'll go ahead and let you guys build. And again, we'll just do a couple crosswalks. There we go. I think we're going to do in up here and out down there. Do that. And I guess that? I think that'll work. I'm on the Zurich airport map, there's no parking listed here. I think I'm going to do just a couple employee lots so that we can have some employee parking. But I think it's just going to be probably 2 short-term, 6 long-term when it comes to those. Over here. Actually, we should figure out where this road's going first. The road's going to kind of follow where it should go. If you're going through the parking garage, you know, on these floors. So we'll just kind of follow the path across the front. As it exits out of parking structure 1, I'm going to come up a floor because we're going to need to actually take out a little bit of flooring in order to get our tunnel out in place. 2, 4, 6. That's fine. Yes, okay. I'm gonna do it up 1 floor, or not floor, but oh, that's not the correct one. There we go. Gonna go up 1 more just so the ramp is that was not the key I wanted. So the ramp is embedded within the building. So basically it's 2, 4, 6. So these gotta go. In the parking garage 1 here. There is the Capsule Hotel, which is technically on the same floor as check-in 1. Whenever you cross the street, you go up. There's a few stairs that you go up. And then you enter into the Capsule Hotel. There's a small little bar on the side, and then a few seats. And then there's kind of a shower area, and then where all the capsules are. If you're unfamiliar, it's basically a place that you can get a little bit of sleep, but it's a capsule. It seems like it's... I don't know what the dimensions are off the top of my head, actually. Does the website have dimension? But there's like 2 or 3. Nope, it's just 2 capsules, one on top of the other. Can we translate this for me? But it's got a access code that you use with your app, or you can manually type in the code to open the capsule. Their website is not giving me the size, but they're not very big. I would probably say I'm bad at measuring. A little bit bigger than like a sleeping bag, so it's like you're in a I don't want to say coffin, because that seems a bit too much. But it's a small space. It's probably 8 feet deep, probably 3 to 4 feet wide, and probably 3-4 feet high. So it's not a big space. but it's got, you know, pillows, comfortable looking bed. The interior pictures look like they have different images of the Switzerland area to not allow you to have the claustrophobic feel. Next to the parking garage is the... Oh no, I don't want to do that. Apparently we're going 11 by 11. The Radisson Hotel. So I'm just doing that. It's got a circular center, if you will. Looks like it's got a bunch of skylights. So there's no like park or anything in the middle. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that actually. Tell you what, give me some blue while we're... Actually, if I do this, it's going to be easier. Yeah, give me gray. We'll do. Oh. There we go. And then this goes up several levels. Okay, so this is taken care of. We can get our public tunnel up. So you're going to go there. We're going to go ahead and give me some public road. We'll connect you up like so. You guys are still building all that. That's good. Now, the road comes over and it loops around the Radisson. There's a little space, so I'll go ahead and leave the little space. And then you've got the access to the different arrival and departure levels. And then coming off, it's not the same road, it's below ground, but I'm going to run it off of here. There is a security checkpoint that connects up to the road basically over here. So I'm going to drop it in basically next to the Radisson. So we'll do, you know what, we'll do it here. We'll extend the public road out like that. And then we can connect the service road. Now, I doubt too many vehicles are going to be using that, but that's okay. Now, you may recall way, a long time ago, I mentioned that there was an entryway at the end that you can walk basically from the Radisson, cross the roads, and then come in here. And so we're going to go ahead and tweak things ever so slightly down on the end. I'm going to take out, I guess, I'm going to take out this. We're going to take out yeah, there is a fence. This service road is set below ground a little bit. Then there's technically another building here for the airline assistance. Switzerland AG. I'm going to take out those two. We're going to run a fence to, you know, separate. Well, the fence just kind of rolls right alongside this. The rest of the area... Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing with the rest of the area because It's basically concrete. I'm going to let them build this. Where is the hotel entrance in relation to check-in 1? That is not the picture that should be there, but okay. It looks like it's almost directly in front of. So I'm going to key off of here to here. I'm going to pause so I can, get things a little organized here. We're going to take out, where's the center? Here. I'm going to take out this stretch of wall. Okay, I'm on the correct floor. Slightly confused there. Whenever you come up, it has kind of a little entryway. Something like that, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. And there is a sliding door here. There's a sliding door here as you go through kind of the little vestibule area. There's a little mat here in the middle. And so the ramp kind of comes up here. There's, I think, stairs directly in front. There's a couple ferns outside, like here and here. And then there's a couple plants on the inside. So we'll do, you know what? We'll do a couple palms and some ferns on either side. There we go. Now, it does not look like, or at least I haven't seen any pictures of an elevator access inside. So I mean, we got plenty of open stands, so So you may have noticed that, yeah, the airline satisfaction on most of them plummeted quite a bit. Ran into all kinds of issues. And been running into more and more issues with not just lag, but also just basic mapping of things, both vehicle paths and people paths, and it's getting a little frustrating here. Okay, so you guys are building all of that. Let's, you know what, tell you what, we will pause so that we can get everything else kind of built in this area. There are windows in the front. We'll do one there, one there. I'm not putting a restaurant over here, but there is kind of a little bar area. We have plenty of restaurants and nobody is going to make their way over here. So I just want to get some of this in place. You can move, thank you. And we'll do that and give me just some beer taps in the back. Like so. There's a wall and a wall. You can go away. And then there's just a little bit of seating in the front. There's, looks like this wall kind of extends And then it goes kind of diagonally a little bit, and then it goes back to another little seating area. And then it comes forward to, say, here, comes across, and I believe the showers are right here, and then there's the capsule area in the middle here. And basically there's a kiosk in the front, or you could do it through an app on your phone to book your stay at the capsule. So there's basically a hallway. And we're going to go to here. And since I don't have beds, we're going to do couches. The pictures that I've seen, they're all white sheets. Which, I'll be honest, hate white sheets. Hate white towels as well, for that matter. But yeah, you basically just pop in the capsule door and you crawl into bed and you get yourself a nice nap. We'll go up one more. There we go. And again, there's one on the ground floor. There's a set of stairs, so you can go up to the second floor. There is a bathroom. I don't know how many there are. Some of the pictures, the numbers go into the 800s, but I would assume that is more for different wings. You're in like the 800 wing, the 600 wing, the 400 wing, those kind of things. Flooring in this area is black. Looks like there's a door separator in there. There's a weird tiered seating area. It looks like amphitheater style seating with a couple tables on it. Give me... Oh, actually, I can do something similar to that. Give me this guy. And then we'll do a couple straight pieces there and there. There's a couple round tables. And I shouldn't have done that first. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's green. And then there's just seating on the other side. I should have kept that. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. Two, three, four, and some square back chairs. Nope, no. Round modern chairs. Chairs are weird. Looks like a colored patchwork. If I said it reminds me of Raggedy Ann, nope, that is not purple. I'm guessing I would definitely be... Oh, I go darker. There we go. Really showing ages, but it's kind of what it reminds me of. So we'll do... Just it's multicolored patches, just kind of layered on top of each other. And then you've got the bar and then just some regular seating kind of scattered throughout. There's a place that you can get coffee. There's like a cereal bar that you can get yourself some cereal at. And then there's just generic table and chairs. That should be on the other side over here. Again, I'm not expecting too many people to wander through here. so I'm not overly tweaking on placement. Plus, I have some pictures of this area, just not a whole lot. These tables are black. Most of the pictures are of the capsules themselves. Yeah, we could probably do that. And that's basically the capsule hotel in a nutshell. Gonna drop a window here and a window here. The flooring is an interesting combination of hardwood. And then there's an unusual... I'm gonna call it faux brick, for lack of better phrasing. That's just kind of back here in the back. It kind of comes up, and there is a big mural here where you check in. I'm actually going to add a couple trash cans. And there's a couple plants kind of framing the picture that's there. There's like some wooden pillars that you can have a seat and relax on. Okay, so you guys took out that. So I'm going to run a external wall here and over. And then I'm pretty sure I mentioned a long time ago there was a door at the end here, and I had no idea if I was going to add it in, and if so, what it was even going to do. But it's going to live there. And we'll go ahead and we will run a bunch of sidewalk in everywhere else, I guess. You guys. It is a lot of concrete. Oh, not there. This road connects up over here. You are concrete. Don't remember. I feel like I did this before in one of the playthroughs. If I put down the concrete tile first, then can I put the fence over? Yes. I don't know why that works, but it works. The rest of that I'm going to leave as it is. That's fine. So this needs to be a connection between the two. There's not really a road that goes between the two buildings. It looks like there might be a parking area underneath. I'm just going to do concrete tile, because that's pretty much what it is. It's all just concrete. Similarly, over here, there's a parking area. There is a road that comes from down here that connects up over here. I think I'm just going to run concrete in the middle there. Oh, I didn't finish over here now that I'm thinking about it. Because we still have this. And I'm going to pause so I can take out walls. This comes forward a little bit, and in this area, no. in this level. Because remember, the capsule hotel is one level above where we currently are at. This has the medical center eye clinic, as well as the dental and healthcare center. All of that is technically on this floor. And then parking above that with the capsule hotel. But you come off the escalators, you walk across, down underneath here. There's elevators on the left side, right side. Where does those hit? Based on... Okay, you actually... How am I broke? Oh, because this time's running slow, I forgot. Tough to make money whenever the game's paused. I'm just gonna do 2 elevators on either side. Maybe. But then there is a hallway that connects up to here, that takes you across to here, that continues over to the Radisson. Tell you what, give me this so I can just at least get it in place. Oh, I hate that. I'm not about to move those. It basically runs over here. You're gonna go to here, and I might as well just spend the cash and do this. Some of the videos that I've seen from more than a year ago, it looks like there is shopping down in this area, but on the website map there is no indication of any of that right now. So I'm going to let them build everything out, and we will kind of finish up this little area here. Okay, so they're putting in the last of the little bit of wall. We've got the connection. Are you... No, there actually are a couple people that are just kind of wandering through, which is a little surprising, but okay. It's getting some use, which I will take. We'll go ahead and just kind of wall this off. And we'll do the side, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And then did the tile over here. I believe there's windows in here and a couple of large doors. Flip the other way. We're going to line it up with... That is not lined up. We'll do a couple doors, and then I can get a window on either side, and then we'll drop in a little bit of wall to fill the space. Nope. I'm going to fix my tile real quick. And we will just kind of safety wall around so that people can get over to the check-in one with no major issues. Nope, that one. That'll take care of that. I'm just going to leave that. I did put a door in there. If we come upstairs, this is all finished. We've got the Radisson in place. Need to deal with the road real quick. So you can go, because we're going to take out this road. We're going to take out the pass-through. We'll drop in, actually... I'm going to do that. We'll drop in another taxi stand just so it's kind of even there. I might even drop in another 2. But it joins up over here. That's all okay. We've got people that are parking. The 2 up here are short-term parking. Everybody else is long-term parking, and that seems to be filling up nicely. This shop no longer exists. And we'll go ahead and sign a new contract for 3 people to buy stuff, but that's fine. I think we're just going to concrete around there. There is a little green area here with some trees. Although it's winter, so trees and snow. But then we'll just roll in with, that's not where the concrete is. Concrete through there. Concrete along the frontage road. And there is a bunch of concrete on Google in this area. I can't tell what it is. It looks like it's under construction, but then some of the other pictures and video, it looks like there was a taxi drop-off over here. So I think this area is kind of in transition. And then you've got the rail line here. Give me a little bit of sidewalk through here. Don't know what I'm doing here. Well, people aren't going to be walking over this. That's fine. But basically the tracks are here. Actually, looks like it's embedded within the sidewalk or concrete area. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then this area down here is part of the circle. There is another road that comes off of here that loops down this direction. We are not going to put that in there, but we'll just take this road straight down. That is not a world entrance. Wrong end. Here we go. I'm going to just line you up with the other road. We will just run you straight here. You are an exit. And then you just basically come straight down and out. And then the circle with the office buildings, additional shopping, all sits here. Not that I could afford that. We'll get the rest of it whenever we've got money. But it's going to take them a minute to get this built. And then we'll take out this guy, take out the water. And there is, on the overhead picture, some kind of statue here, but that's the only place that I've seen it. Any ground level, there's dead grass over here. So I don't know if there was a statue or is a statue or what. But we'll get this built, and there's a little bit of green space where the train's not running. So just kind of in here, the train kind of runs down and underneath the road. So we're just going to leave it at that. A little bit of concrete on this side. I think there's a parking area next to that. We'll have to take a look at that. I did add a second catering road right here, and I think that cleaned things up a little bit. Still have issues with some of the passengers not making it over here, but otherwise things are okay. There are buildings that wrap around over on this side. I'm not going to add those in. I will come through, add fence, however, right here, and run it along there. But yeah, there's a couple hangars in here and additional buildings. You know what? Give me some taxiway. There we go. And we'll just take you straight down like that. Maybe. How big is a medium hangar? Maybe we drop a couple medium hangars in here just to fill the space. Trying to remember what buildings are over there. I know one of them is a new baggage building. But there's the operations center, there's the Metrocore Aviation Group, the Swiss International Airlines OPC, the ATS Air Transport Services. Looks like this is a lot of cargo area as well. That yeah, there's a cargo logic that is over in this neck of the woods, and then there's additional parking structure 6 that is over near the Radisson. It basically, as this curves around, it's down over here. So maybe we'll drop in a couple medium hangars right here to kind of fill the space. And then we will do a little bit more kind of finishing touches, if you will, going into the last 2 episodes. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I'm going to let them build out, and we will see you in the next Airport CEO. And as always, hope you guys have yourselves a great day.
Bye.